Hello everybody, this is Marcus. On this channel I talk about Eldiron, my creator for retro CRPGs. If you are interested in retro RPGs, please like and subscribe or join my Patreon. In the latest release of Eldiron, I added a new feature called interactive fiction, which basically means you can play your game in Eldiron via text comments, like the old Infocom and MUD games. And you may ask yourself, why would you do that? And the answer is simpler. When you have an easy, fun way to test your games, your story of your games, the combat rules, all the systems, just by creating text comments, and you don't need any kind of graphical assets. I mean, most people, they worry about what class tile to use, but in the end, the story is the main thing of your RPG, not your tiles you use for your grass. So the text-based input gives you a great way to prototype and build your game while worrying and building assets on the way along with it, without having to worry about the assets first. So how does it work? So in Eldiron, when you start a game in 2D or 3D, all your actions are based on intents. So for example, this icon here is a look intent, this is a walk intent, this is a look intent, this is attack intent, this is a use intent, and so on. And the visual scripting system, it gets comments like, this guy looks at this object or at this other object. Then both persons can react on it based on what they want to do. And this is basically already a text-based abstraction of the action system for your RPG. So this is the foundation for the use or look at sign is exactly the same basic input if you use it in 2D by clicking on it or using directional keyboard comments, or in 3D by clicking on it and or entering the text look at sign. Internally, it doesn't make a difference. It's the same system. What I added in the latest version is an authoring tool here. When you select a sector, you can now add metadata for this sector, which makes this sector a room in text-based play. So you see, you have the title, you have the description, and all you need to do is using the line dev tool is to create connectors between the sectors. And Eldiron figures out by itself that this is north from here, this is west, this is north, from here, this is south. And apart from that, you can also enter metadata for characters. For example, here for the orc, when it's dead or when it's alive, you can enter metadata. You can enter metadata for torches, for example. When you look at it in a normal state or when the state is off, then it's an unlit torch. When the state is on, it's a lit torch. And then you can also add descriptive text for when you use it via an intent. So for on use, you can say you light the torch when the state is off. When the state is on and you use it, you extinguish the torch. So this is completely, you can use it for any intent, for attack or for whatever. When you in attack, you can say the orc looks angry at you. So yeah, let's test it out. So when we play and we click here on this play button, we have this new console here, and you get the description of the sector you are in. This is your starting sector in your ship. It says you're on your ship. You go north. You're now on the crossroads. Let's go to the orc. The orc will attack us, so we will hit the orc. We hit it back. Let's fight him, and we kill the orc. We kill Gorg. We get 50 XP. We reach level 2, and something fell to the floor, so we have to look what fell to the floor. It's a golden key, and you see the corpse of Gorg here. So we take the key. Now we can go south and we go to the, here we are next to a torch, see a door and a torch. We look at the sign and it says home of Moody. We go north, we see a torch and the vendor. Let's say we look at the torch, an unlit torch, and then we use the torch and you light the torch and you say, look at the torch, and you see a lit torch now. So this is actually a fun way to quickly test out, or not quickly, but to be able to completely test your game without using any graphical assets, which is actually a great thing to have. And it's also fun because I like the old stuff. I like Infocom and MUD games. And when Eldiron is fully multiplayer soon, then also, of course, we have multiplayer in the terminal. And of course, we also added a client for the terminal, so you don't have to play it inside inside of Eldiron all the time. So we have the same thing here in the it's the same thing here in the terminal, and we can do the same stuff. We can inventory, look at our stats. Anyway, this is a quick look at what interactive fiction is all about and how I implemented it in Eldiron. And I hope you like it. And yeah, like and subscribe if you want to support my work here. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.